You have a really deep mind, man. Like you're a deep thinker
Mm.
and you're an intense guy. As a fan, I'd like to know if you ever considered becoming a manager, because I would love to see your mind in charge of my club
Mm.
at some point, maybe.
Yeah, I would never say no, but I was doing my coaching badges. I wanted to be a manager, but when, like I said, unfortunately, my wife passed just at the stage where I was going to go into full-time coaching, like do my badges and stuff, and really commit to it. But I had 3 young kids and I had to commit somewhere and it had to be them. So I chose my kids and being there and bringing my kids up over being a manager because I could still go to work but I can switch off a little bit. When you're a manager, there's no switching off. It's constant. I know friends of mine who are managers now, and the difference between when I go for dinner with them now or when we're just chilling compared to when before they was managers is a huge difference because they're not really with me. Yeah, they're there, but they're not there because every minute they're getting, oh, sorry, just gonna take this call, come back. Yeah. Anyway, so where was we? I'm talking, and I can see them thinking about the call or thinking about logistics, thinking about injuries, thinking about recruitment. They've got all these things to think about. How am I going to set my team up this week against this team? And so they're not really, and that's how they're going to be at home. And so, because their wives will tell you. So I knew that I then couldn't do that to my kids who needed me at the most critical time of their life. So I had to make a decision. So I chose obviously my children, which I would choose every single time. But it meant that management was a distant memory. Maybe in the future it might change, who knows?
What's the motivation behind being a manager for a football player?
It's just the love of the game. You love football, man. I've had to change my direction, but it's still within football. We're just addicted to it. It's like a drug, man. You can't get away from it. Like to completely disconnect from football would be alien to me.
Yeah.
Like, and there's only a few people that that do that and that can do that. But I was wired to just be involved in football in any capacity.
Does the mental health of managers get a little fucked?
Yeah, they're up people, man, because their life is just consumed with negativity.
Like being criticized all the time.
Yeah, look how great Pep has been in recent times, but he still gets negative energy and negative criticism at times. Loses a few games. Oh, he's finished. Like what he's done before that and what he's achieved and the records he's broken, the trophies he's won. You're going to start doubting him after 4 games? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, really. No other business that would happen. Doesn't happen in the business world. A guy's closed the biggest and best deals for the last 10 years and he has a bad month and you think that he's going to get the sack. He's probably got another 5 or 6 years off the back of the previous 10 years that he's been successful. But it's different in football and different in sport. But that's the life. That's the game we chose. So it's life. You have to accept that. And I'm sure Pep and all these guys accept that. But management's difficult, man, because like the life cycle of a manager now is around, I think the average is around 6 to 7 or 8 months. It's not long in a job. So it's difficult. You've got to get in and start well and continue and be consistent. The demands are high.
Too much scrutiny, too many conflicts that you're resolving. That's what I think a manager's world is.
Yeah, it is. But it's life.
Right.
You sign up to it. It's like when we played football, we get criticized. But it's part of it, man. It's part of the journey. There's like I said, there's the adversity, the trials and tribulations. It's life. It's normal. So, but it's good. It's working these things out. It's like the podcast. We had a podcast. I don't know. It started as a magazine before, but it's got to change, and you've got to be willing to change. And then you change it, and then it becomes a YouTube channel. But then obviously now it's a podcast. You've got to be willing to update and change, and be willing to go through some noise and negativity at times, and it comes with it. But you've got to get through it and change into what we've created now of Rio Presents. It's been the best thing we've done. We've had some of the biggest names in world football. Cristiano Ronaldo, David Beckham, Lewandowski, and more to come. But that doesn't happen without a bit of adversity.